In the barren, scorching hot wasteland, two pitch-black vehicles speed across the sand. A red plume of smoke from the exhaust of the chemtrail fuel, as on a scavenging mission, in the driver's seat of the flagship sits the Crow.
Also known as Bandicoot. She's around 28 years of age. She's just covered in grease because she tries to collect all these parts for her amazing vehicle that's right there. It's the one that's souped up the most. She's got insane stats. I'm so excited.
She's a Virgo rising.
She's a Virgo rising. And the vehicle's name is the Morning Star. She first got introduced to the Coven via you.
Mirror.
Via Mir, because she was kicked out of actually Celerity. Because her dad was an engineer for Celerity and they were using his apparently genius brain to try and craft a flying solar-powered vehicle. And when Celerity realized that she was not as gifted as her father and or would not comply in finishing the project and starting over, they kicked her out into the desert with nothing. But that's where Mir comes in and saves her.
So you're on this scavenging mission looking for scrap, fuel, whatever salvageable. There's nothing in sight currently on the horizon. Would you please make a see it roll for me, please?
This was close.
Is 2.
You are blindly speeding down the wasteland road, just thinking about your dad.
You forgot to put your goggles on.
Yeah.
I'm just staring at like a little twitch.
As sitting in your passenger seat, fiddling with a gun.
Macbeth is 22 years old. She has short brown hair, athletic build, 5'7". She arrived at the Coven when she was 4. Her older sister brought her to the Coven. So all she's ever known is the Coven. Her older sister, Andronicus, was the previous Hex as of a week ago, until she was very badly injured. So Macbeth is just filling in, because she'll get back on her feet soon. Sure. She will. She will.
Would you please make a see it roll?
Someone's gotta see something.
Yeah. Definitely not the driver. That'd be crazy.
No.
That is 7.
You're thinking about your sister. So you're thinking about your dad, you're thinking about your sister. You guys are just completely zoned out as in the car tailing behind in the driver's seat.
Bring it home, baby.
We have the Sorceress.
I am the Sorceress. My name is Whatsit. She's about 35 years old, been a part of the Coven for 15 of those years. Daughter of a mechanic who was very skilled but very paranoid. The story isn't especially exceptional. Paranoia is usually right around here, and she died, and I joined the Coven. I am in charge of the Chemtrail. I brew all of the gas that we put into our cars, and I'm very fucking good at it. She's quite confident, a little bit overzealous about the Coven specifically, and believes that everyone has a job to do. And watching the Morning Star speed up, rolls her eyes a little bit and presses her foot against the gas.
Please make a steer it check for me, please.
Hey, so about these dice.
But it's okay, because I do have a +5 to steer it, so I have a 10.
You do catch pace up with the Morning Star pretty much here. You are also in this surrounding wasteland. Would you please make a see it check for me now?
That's a 4.
Total.
You like shiny things, right?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Then I will give you this.
Oh, good.
In the corner of your eye, you catch the reflection of metal. It's not that of Celerity. It's scrap. It's like almost like a junkyard of just different plates and just broken down buildings. It seems like you guys have found a location to harvest.
So as soon as that catches her eye, her like hands start to kind of like twitch and like grip the steering wheel, and she just hard right there. So much so that I imagine that Macbeth all of a sudden just like hits the side of the vehicle and just.
As it gets closer and closer and closer, you notice that this is a very large scrapyard. Your cars pull up to the almost like this mound. Think of these mountains of just debris and broken down junk. You immediately can tell that your car cannot go further in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hop out of the vehicle, slam the door shut, kind of like tap on the top of it and be like, "Let's go, new kid!" And just like walk, saunter, run. Actually, she's gonna run right in.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. I get on the car.
Sorceress, by the time you pull up, the crow has already left formation and is moved into the shiny thing. And honestly, if you really like shiny things, this is your wonderland of shiny things. The sun's reflecting off all these different metals and glass.
Big like pouches on her side that she's just gonna start shoving things into, and then just start like looking for more important things that she could fit into her little side pouches.
Sorceress, how do you pull up?
I pull up right beside the Morningstar, get out, slam the door louder than I probably should, and go, Bandicoot!
She like is about to pick up like a shiny thing, and she goes,
You gotta telegraph your moves.
"Okay, listen. I didn't see anything for miles, and I just took an opportunity. Next time I'll try and be more careful, if that is what you want, but look at what we found."
That door slam was louder than you thought as it kind of echoed through this entire... As you standing up top, you said you were looking into this as you're yelling, as you're looking into the junkyard. Please make another see it check.
Oh, yes!
Great. 17.
Your eyes scan and scan and scan and scan as you identify the wreckage of a total V8 Interceptor patrol car in ruin.
Oh, hell yeah.
These were the cars that patrolled the wasteland when there was still some level of law and order. It's missing a lot of its front half, but there's tons of parts and modifications surrounding it. You'd have to get closer to investigate. All three of you now have seen this as you're pointing it out.
No, I'll beeline for that.
I haven't been out here for a while, but this seems a little too convenient.
No, Beth's right.
But look. And you see?
We can approach, but we just need to fan out and check the perimeter first.
Fine. Do I see anything that could denote problems?
Let's find out. Make a see it check. Also, Sorceress, what gear did you take out of your car? You have a gas canister, siphon hose, and your weaponry as well.
I definitely take the gas canister and the siphon hose out. I've got my rifle strapped to my back, and at the sight of something very valuable but potentially very dangerous, sling the rifle around to the front and start keeping my eyes out.
Okay.
That's 10.
You are stepping on these piles of junk as your feet kind of, sink in just a little bit. Try not to get cut by these different various sharp metal sheets and spikes that are throughout this as you're kind of going up and down piles that are ranging between 1 to 4 feet. Just these mounds of them. As you finally do approach that car, nothing out of the ordinary. You were patrolling the perimeter. Please make that see it check for me, please. And then Beth, are you on her ass?
I'm patrolling, but like the most like standard taught how to patrol way.
Well, that's okay because everything's fine.
That's a 4.
Everything is fine
That's
here
a 4,
at
so
the junkyard.
everything's... Rifle lowers a little, in fact, I'd say.
Nothing is out of the ordinary. You can see the edge of the junkyard. You see the edge of the junkyard, the edge, and where you came from as all three of you approach the car. If you want to analyze what you can take from this, I need you to make a fix-it check.
Oh, you're actually the best at that.
Yeah,
right?
I definitely. Once we start getting closer and the coast seems clear, the guard lets down a little bit, and she gets a little bit of that hungry look in her eyes that you get towards most items, but she only gets towards cars. And 3, 11, 11, 22.
22.
Oh, yes.
Bro, this is probably one of the most pristine of these that you have. In fact, you've been building up one of the Coven fleet vehicles of one of these for years. Like, here's one basically almost in mint condition, if only it was not missing that front half. This has enough scrap to scavenge about upwards of 5 fix-it rolls to get the total of scrap metal that you can collect from it, as well as you check the fuel tank, and there's a little bit of fuel left in this as well. There is an ability to siphon it as well. There's also what seems to be, it seemed to have sunken into this front half that's missing. Something is sunken in of the hood here as you notice that there is a fractured supercharger engine from when they used to pursue bandits and raiders as well. It's not in working condition currently, but it did kind of melt through whatever happened here.
I'm gonna recruit you.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't think I can pull. If it's sunken into the ground, there's no way I can pull it out by myself. So I'm gonna like.
Oh, okay.
And we're both gonna try to get this thing out of the ground.
Hit it. What were you doing, Sorceress? What are you focusing on?
I think I'm gonna head to siphon the gas. I think that's my first and most important concern.
You open the latch, you put the hose in, you set it up, you know, it starts pouring in.
I've had a lot of those fumes.
That's a 12.
I got a 7.
Both of you do excavate it as you lift it. This is extraordinarily heavy. You get about a couple inches off the ground. As you start siphoning and you see them lifting it up, you notice that in this pile of scrap, one of the mounds, you start to see some of the metal pieces lifting up just a little bit as exploding from hatches within the junkyard. These junk rats emerge. They wear armor from whatever scrap metal they can have, spikes, tires, etc. There's these menacing, zealous, almost feral-looking people as they charge at you with whatever they can find. They have rebar spikes, those train spikes. They have saw blades. They have everything. As about 4 of them are converging, as you're noticing that there is more busting out over here, busting out over there, busting out over there, busting out over there. What's your first reaction here? You have a reaction shot because one is charging at you with the saw blade.
Lift up my rifle and I take aim right for them.
Shoot it. You're currently carrying the engine. You're currently carrying the engine. Beth, you drop it?
Yes!
You drop it. Your precious little engine drops to the ground.
Immediately grab my gun.
Okay, shoot it.
Can I shoot 2 of them?
You can. Crow, do you start scavenging or you start going for the engine again?
I'm gonna see if I can pull the engine away slowly.
You're just gonna start
dragging it.
Okay, well she's got her priorities straight. What was your shooting?
15.
The first one was 4. The second one is 11.
Your first shot, your hand trembles as it misses wide. As the second one, boom, got him. Your shotgun, boom, got him. Two of these junk rats just obliterate with the bullets. They just drop. The other 2 are closing in as well. One gets to you, the one that you missed. You have an opportunity to get the last one that's charging you.
Okay, yeah, I'll go for it.
One more shoot it roll. I need you to make a move it roll, Hex.
Okay, that is a 23.
Yes.
Headshot. As that other one dropped, bam! As this whole first wave.
That's a 6.
Crow, you look over. You start dragging this engine away as you take 6 damage, Hex.
Shit, okay.
As you're now at 4. As this saw blade, the teeth of the saw blade cut into your stomach and blood spurts out. Crow, are you still dragging the supercharger out?
No, I dropped it. I'm gonna just punch this guy in the face.
Okay,
Nice.
make a hit it check.
13.
Okay, that's good.
Wait, but didn't that explode if that's a
Yeah.
10?
It's a 10 again.
Hey!
It's a 10.
Who's meant
It's just
to
a
be?
10.
Deccan, please do 1d4 damage.
Yes, please be a 4. It's a 1.
Still hurts.
As that other wave is starting to encroach closer, you notice that they have a bit heavier of armor, they have a bit heavier of weapons. Things are not looking good at all. Your gas is still siphoning, it's just like a little bit of drips left. If you want to push it, it has about another turn of gas. It's about halfway, the tank's about halfway. You can call it now, or you could let it keep going. The engine's still on the ground and you have not scrapped at all. Beth, what's your first move? You're the Hex. There's still one guy that's...
Headbutt that guy?
Hit it. You also have a giant knife, too.
Oh, I do have a giant knife. I'll hit him with my knife.
Yeah.
That's a 10.
That's all you need.
Okay.
That's all you need for the junk
Let's
rat.
go.
Please do your 1d8 knife damage.
8 exploded. Oh, exploded again.
Oh,
That's
let's
dead.
go.
That's 25 points of damage.
How do you absolutely obliterate this
I
junk
just
rat?
in my rage of slice this person in half.
2 of the other junk rats that were charging you stop. And they turn tail and they run back into their little hatches and they dig it down. As you
Get fucked!
Because that whole side is just completely fine. What do? You have reaction shots. They got melee weapons. They're charging across all this glass and stuff trying to get to you. You have rifles and weapons.
I'll shoot.
You also have a pistol. Yes.
I'll shoot him.
Okay, both of you make a shoot it roll.
Okay. 16.
6.
Goes wide. You, bam! Just you knock it right in the gut. Just knocks you fully back, dead. And in fact, you hear the ting coming off of the scrap metal armor. Just you missed, which means one is coming for you, meaning you have to make a move check.
9.
Goes right through your shoulder, clears out the other side, dealing 9 points of damage.
Where does that leave?
At 1 health before we enter the negatives. If you enter the negatives, you have until -10 before you die. When your health is within the negatives, you can't roll your secondary dice for any skill checks.
I want to shoot that guy.
Roll it.
Well, that first one's an 8.
So close, though.
I'm leaving you.
Math is so hard. 13!
Okay.
Your hand's still trembling from the adrenaline of your first ever firefight. That first one hits, but you lock in that second one and you pop him as that Junkrat then drops. As you're hearing a lot of activity on the other side of it, you guys have about 1 turn to decide either to fuck off or keep going.
Fuck! I'm really sorry. Okay, all right, no time. I'm gonna grab the gas and we're gonna get the fuck out of here. You're driving, okay?
Oh, I'm really not a good driver.
Does this look like a good driver to you right now? We have 2 cars.
Okay. Yes.
Do the 3 of you make a joint effort to take the supercharger, or do you leave it behind?
I just got stabbed.
Hard
We
are you
can't
staring
please.
at it?
For the long, I swear to God, if I got stabbed for no reason, I'm gonna be so mad.
Fuck. Fine. Okay.
Let's just grab it and
Please.
yeah.
Okay,
We'll do it.
Through.
the 3 of you must make a combined hit it roll. I'm not good. To
Okay.
triple get it out.
Okay. Exploded on the D6.
Exploded again.
Exploded again.
What?
Take it.
Exploded again.
2.
17.
26.
Let's go.
The 3 of you somehow move faster while carrying the supercharger than without it. As you take it, you take the gas too. You take your gas canister, you sling it over your shoulder. You guys 3 of you take the supercharger over the mountain as you're seeing about 10 of these Junkrats swarming the back of it. But you guys are so fast as you get out there, you load the supercharger in the Morningstar, you get in your cars. I need to make a spirit roll.
Yeah. Also, you do not have to drive.
I really think you. I'm so sorry about the injury. I still think you might be better than.
I think I should do it too.
Okay, great, cool.
Okay,
cool.
great.
Drive it.
6.
12.
Peeling out, driving away. Maybe it's your wrong arm that you're used to driving. You're like that. You can get out of there no problem. And you notice that some of these Junkrats are taking shots off of it. You got out of there as you guys leave with a full tank of fuel, a supercharger engine, and 0 scrap.
And a lot of damage.
Yeah. Did you get to take the spear home or whatever?
Yeah, and a rebar spike.
Yeah.
Hey!
As you head towards the Coven. In a pitch black tent, a subtle breeze of the wasteland kind of opens up the entrance flaps as sand occasionally pours in. The High Priestess of the Coven meditates. As you begin to have a vision, the sun, there are solar waves emitting from it, approaching. You look helplessly at the front of the Coven as these rays of destruction impose upon you. The earth erupts into a nuclear flame. As you look around you, as the Coven burns, everything turned to ash as there's smoke that surrounds you in a circle. As you can see through the smoke, you see silhouettes of figures. The Coven High Priestess is before you, all surrounding you, as they look upon you with shame, and they glare, disappointed. Before their flesh, as this ash starts to spiral and circle you, their flesh begins to tear off and rip, as only thing that's revealing is their skulls, these bodies standing there and posing. Elongated limbs just start stretching and stretching and stretching as they just turn to ash. The only thing that drops is the skulls. As you awaken. Before you, everything, your belongings, your tents. This is also the council meetings chambers. Just you alone at the beginning of a day.
Okay.
Shit. Probably just like pace. I'd probably just pace while I'm alone.
You pace for a good while as the Coven awaits your duties. There are several places that you can check up on as the High Priestess. The Black Cells, which is your guys' jail cell,
Okay.
which is being occupied currently by one of the Coven witches themselves.
Great.
There's the school
Okay. Yep.
and the infirmary tent where one of your Coven witches are badly, gravely, potentially mortally wounded.
I'm gonna go to the infirmary first.
As you step outside this tent, as you're met with the harsh beams of the sun in the wastelands here, you walk amongst the Coven encampment. It's a nomadic encampment that's kind of burrowed, hidden within an ancient oil rig. There's or an oil facility. There's broken down beams, buildings of steels and pipes. Not very comfortable, but you guys have put these little encampment tents and you guys have made it your home, your refuge within the wasteland. As you enter the infirmary tent, could have much more supplies than it does now. On one of the medical beds sits your former hex, Andronicus. Still a rebar pipe through her right eye socket as it's peering into the skull in such a way that it's such a surgical procedure that touching it is almost worse than trying to take it out. As well as blood-stained bandages all across her chest from bullet wounds, stab wounds. She faintly breathes up and down as she's hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. Make that heal it check.
Okay. That is a 6 on the d6. So that's a 7 and then a 16. So that's a 21. Wait, 7 plus 16. 23? 23.
Nice.
Yes, good. Yes.
She's all better? Everything's okay?
You surgically remove the rebar pipe. You seem to be tending to her wounds. You sense that there's almost a miraculous recovery. As just when you finish patching up the wounds, and you feel like you've done it, you sense that she stopped breathing. As your heart you skip a beat as she passes on this table. She's one last breath of air.
This is just the worst fucking day ever. Okay, so she's dead?
She's just passed.
Dead? Great.
It's a 25 DC.
Great, okay, dead. Awesome.
Way.
Fantastic. Let me think. Well, I think she just fully breaks down. I think Mir just collapses in front of Andronicus's now dead body and just clenches and just gets up and goes to go tend to the other duties. I'll await to report until Beth returns.
Are you heading to the school, or are you heading towards the Black Cells?
I think I'm gonna head to the Black Cells first.
You enter. You guys have kind of made this makeshift holding cell within the infrastructure of this oil steel facility. As there's these cold rolled steel bars. It's dark. As locked up in chains, one of your Coven witches, Laverna. She sits in meditation. She has one chain here, that's kind of on the side here, as she has recently betrayed the Coven for stealing Chemtrail to deal with local factions. She awaits a council meeting decision to decide her fate.
Have you given any more consideration to your position, Laverna?
Have you? You've led us here. We're all dying and you're making it for nothing. The children need more food. The tents need more medical supplies. More guns, ammos. We're weak. We've become weak. All because you're too scared and you hide us. We could be one of the most powerful factions in the wasteland, but yet you choose to squander that, and you've gotten us nowhere.
What does power get us, exactly?
What we deserve.
And what is that?
Everything.
What about freedom?
She rattles her chains when you mention freedom, yeah?
You squandered that opportunity when you betrayed us. That is the price for what you sought.
Are you in here for another sermon?
No.
If I'm gonna die, might as well be for the Coven. What it should stand for. If I was High Priestess, not you.
But you're not, are you?
How's Andronicus?
She's dead.
Another one under your watch.
You know that I'm a merciful leader. Otherwise, you'd be dead already, too.
Merciful?
I'm giving you an opportunity.
Or cowardly? You want me to beg?
No, I don't. I just want you to be patient. See how the process plays out. See how it works when you're a part of a collective, instead of being selfish, going off on your own. Enjoy the breath in your lungs while you have it. Some of us aren't so fortunate this morning.
Make a speak it check.
That is a 19.
You shut her up. You actually... As you leave the Black Cells.
School! I saved it for last.
That's what the Capri Suns are.
Yeah.
You approach the school, which is probably the largest of the facility here. It stores... Not stores, it houses...
Just put them in.
It houses around 40 refugee children, ranging from ages 5 to 16, 17, 18, etc. Mostly, I would say a majority of them are between the ages of 10 to 13, very young, as the Coven has adopted all these lost souls that they come across while scavenging. There are so many lost souls out there that need a place to be. You teach them in your ways, you protect them, you house them, you feed them, you guide them. As you enter this school and as the High Priestess enters, they're honestly like very formal and disciplined. It's just these little kids just like do as they all just like take their little like crisscross applesauce, like all at attention in this beautiful formation, as they just stare, waiting for their daily sermon. Would you please make a see it check?
Oh, 14.
You notice that there is a one of the pillows that they sit on is missing. As you kind of do a head count, blah, blah, blah. You go through like 40 different names. As the High Priestess, you love and know all of them. As you notice that a little girl named Deli is missing. Don't know where she is. She's usually causing trouble around this time. And also Seer. She's become a little bit more bratty of late, very eager, very ambitious in her role in the Coven. She's also missing.
I want you today to reflect upon the nature of life. It is fleeting, and it is unfair. Every day, we flit about, trying to make the best of what we can. In the dirt, we find scrap, trash, and every once in a while, something shines through that darkness, through that dirt. You don't find it every day. But on the days you do find it, it makes the days where you don't a little less painful.
Please make a speak it check to see how these children receive this sermon.
Yep. That is a 15.
You impact about 3/4 of these kids here as they're listening. A third of them fall asleep.
Yeah.
But, or a fourth of them fall asleep, but 3/4 are at attention and they respect the sermon and they appreciate it. As after the sermon ends, they just get up and they return to their daily activities as that part is done.
75%, not bad.
I think I beckon a couple of them over that were seemingly paying attention.
Dean, Seer, and Deli anywhere?
Do they rat out their friend, make a speak a check?
That's 12.
Seer's over there!
There we go.
They don't rat out Deli, but they're sure as quick to rat out Seer as they point, as you could kind of see through the building there that she's pacing kind of by your tent, by your High Priestess tent, waiting for you.
Shit.
Do you try and ambush her, or?
I think like I think in that like way when a kid is like prepping for something, and then I would probably approach and be like, see her and be like, yeah, you know, like one of those.
Her eyes widen with ambition, excitement. She seems rather happy considering the circumstances
We missed
here.
the sermon this morning.
I feel like there was something more important.
Enlighten me then.
Andronicus is dead. The position must be filled. It is my time. I am ready.
Seer. Macbeth has not even returned to camp yet. Ambition is one thing. Tact is another. Write that down so you don't forget. We will have this discussion later. Affairs must be in order.
That was my
You
spot.
Questioning my decision-making capabilities.
No.
Do you not think that perhaps Macbeth would want to prove herself in the absence of her sister? Perhaps she needed a distraction while she awaited the inevitable, the passing of her family.
Please make a speak it check.
You got it.
I did get chills.
That is a 25.
Yes. You hit her in such an emotional wave of regret and guilt that she storms off.
Write that down too!
As hearing that, write that down to echo through the canyon on top of the cliffside overlooking the Coven encampment.
Oh, hey.
Please describe your character for me.
My name is Ram. I'm a daredevil, so I do a lot of crazy things. They hire me to do all the things that nobody else wants to do. Why? It's not because it's the dirty work. It's because I'm good at the weird stuff. I get it done, and I get it done right. What else? Oh, I got this guy. He gives me company. This guy rides with me wherever I go. And I love this guy. He's my favorite little guy, yes he is. Anything living, I don't really enjoy. He doesn't fucking talk. And I love that about him.
What's that little music box of yours?
Don't worry about that. I'm part of the Wheelies, and the Wheelies are the faction that I'm in. We go around, we actually trade.
Well, Laverna's the one that was selling it to you.
Well, fuck.
Gonna get your ass.
You're on this cliff base with one other fellow member of the Wheelies. Her name's Mimi. She's riddled with tattoos from her neck down. Full sleeve neck. Hardened. There's scars, cuts, scrapes, bandages above her eyes. And she's eyeing this Coven facility with animosity. She kind of bumps you. These fuckers, they betrayed us.
Yeah, they betrayed us.
We bought it, but they didn't give it to us.
I know you're pissed. I'm pissed too. I want to go in there and slaughter.
No, even better. You're gonna go in there, and you're gonna get some for us.
You think I could do this? Really? Genuinely? You think I'm gonna go in there, sneak it in, get it out?
You're talking a lot, but you should have already gotten it.
Fuck, you're right. Okay. I think that's a good idea.
Don't
What
get
do you
caught.
think? Wait, hold on.
I'm your lookout, because if you get caught, I hear they sacrifice all their victims.
Oh, is this like the 5th time you've been the lookout? In a row.
Make a move it check.
20.
20? How do you dodge a punch coming right for your right jaw?
That is also the 5th time you've done that, and you do it every fucking time, and it fails.
Next time I'll use this.
Go ahead.
Just go get the chemtrail. We all know that you're the craziest bastard here. Just do it.
You got it! And then I go down, I speed down with my cute little cycle with Zen.
You use your motorcycle?
Yeah.
Fuck it?
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it! Fuck it!
First
You
fuck it.
spot in the Coven encampment, there is the cauldron, which is an oil silo. Think of like a water tower or those giant metal containers that store the fuel. You spot it, you know that's where the fucking chemtrail is, and you're gonna make a beeline right fucking for it?
Yeah, because if I'm fast enough, who the fuck is gonna catch me? I only got this thing anyways. Let's go.
Fuck it! See it!
12.
12?
So it's a tie.
That goes to the defender. You are speeding down as Mimi's like, wait! And you're just already. But you only ride a wheelie. Wheelies only ride a wheelie. So you see this guy popping a wheelie, zooming down this cliff slope here. You don't know if it's an attack. You don't know what it is. They're just one of them.
I pulled a spear out of Andronicus's head.
The spike?
The spike. I presume that's still in my possession. I'm
It
gonna
can be used as a bolt too.
I'm gonna use it to just get in his trail.
You're gonna go for the tire.
I'm gonna go for the tire.
Okay. Steer it. Hit it.
Yeah, all right.
I like it.
11.
Bomb.
Oh.
So 9.
Don't.
Oh! Bomb again.
Yes!
So 13. 14.
Roll me 1d6, please.
1d6. You got it.
Why? Because
That's a 6.
Oh, you explode.
That's a 4. 10.
I'm at 0. I'm just starting.
You're driving through the Coven, you're like, "Yeah, I'm the greatest ever!" As then coming around the corner, there's just a rebar pipe right there as it knocks you flat on your ass to 0 health.
The fuck was that? Mimi!
Who are you?
Who does it look like I am? You don't know who I am.
No.
I'm the great. What's my name?
Are you
again?
on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pin you
How?
with my legs.
Who are you?
You don't know who I am?
No. What? I just got here.
Interesting. So you drove into a place that you don't know.
I rode into a place that looked nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I own it.
Oh. Well, what do you got here?
Guards! I'm gonna arrest him.
So currently,
Yeah.
you're the only on duty, but
Great.
Seer comes.
All right, yeah. Seer?
Seer comes, she puts a knife right at your throat.
Is this your little guard?
Yeah.
How old is your guard?
I don't think you're in the position to ask questions.
I'm in the ground. I don't know what position I'm actually in.
You're under me.
She digs the blade right in the sand right next to your ear. You hear the blade go through the sand in real time, echoing through your eardrum. She's looking at you with the intent to kill.
Well, you got well trained.
You're under arrest
For what?
for assault.
For riding.
I don't think I assaulted you. I think I defended
You
my
hit me
territory.
with a crowbar.
You drove directly towards the cauldron. You know what it is, clearly.
Maybe.
You're really bad at this.
Yeah.
Tie him up.
All right.
Another to the black cells.
Yep.
We.
As you,
Oh, hey.
you are thrown in the cell next to Laverna. Close